Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Let's jump on the ladder once again, and I'm excited what we can do right now. So we have a new map pool. I think I'm gonna ban shoals because I see water on it. I'm gonna ban mega random, and I don't know about those other maps. Yeah, but let's just see what we get. Yeah, so we're currently sitting at 14-18. I'm excited because now things are starting to get really rough for me. I think my mission for today is to try to pay attention to really getting the builds clean. Because I think I have been sloppy on that. I have been neglecting my build orders a little bit because I've been strategizing too much. So for the most part, I try to focus on the archer, crossbow, or scout knight meta. Only make fancy unit switches once I reach castle age, and only then also try to think strategically. Like before that, I'd rather try to focus on my mechanics. So that's my plan for today, and let's see how that goes. I can already open up. AoE 2 insights. I'll be needing that in a second anyways. Do I find myself here? I think the best way to find it is... But this account actually won't really show up too early, and I don't know why. Oh, seems like my enemy just dropped and I thought I was late for the game. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, seems like we're currently also sitting at the all-time high. Let's see if we can hold that. Alright, so we get Atacama. What do I know about this map? I think it's technically Arabia, but with a forward forest. That's really hard to wall. So I guess I'll be reliant on a lot of military, maybe a tower to secure that wood. So I'm right off the bat thinking that I can go scouts into archers, scouts into skirms, or archers into scouts, whatever gets me a lot of military on the field. I think I should start with scouts more often than not. Like, that's my initial thoughts towards the map. Okay, and I get Cumans. That's tricky. Like, Cumans can get a second TC in feudal age. Why? And that could be very helpful. Hi, good luck, have fun in securing the wood. Then on the other hand, it's such an investment at the start of feudal age. Oh, I'm misclicking a lot here. I don't know actually if it was input lag at the start of the game, why I could not get the houses down instantly, but that was definitely not too good. But then on the other hand, if I invest into a second town center, I also Or if I do that, I don't have a lot of resources to spend on military, so I'll be harassed everywhere. So I don't know if that's actually good. But then on the other hand, if I have the second TC down, I could also play like full feudal approach. And I don't even need to go Castle Age, which could also be strong. Let's maybe not do that, it's just too fancy. And I want to practice playing the meta. So I think I'm just going for scouts here. Scouts into skirmishes. And my scouts are actually nice, because they are a little bit faster, I believe at least, already in feudal age. I know that Cumans don't get husbandry and that it kind of compensates for that in castle age. But I think I'm a little bit faster in feudal and a little bit faster in post-imp. I have some deer to push over here. So that's where I'll be heading over just in a second. By the way, these berries are really awkward to take. Now I'm just going generic 19 pop scouts, no horse color. So my attempt is to pressure very early on right now. My attempt is to pressure very early on and play a standard scouts into skirms game. I'll be at a disadvantage when I'm playing skirmishes in feudal age against the cheaper skirms, but then I want to go to cavalry anyways. And if I'm versus monks then in castle age, or if I'm versus cheaper camels in castle age, I need to think of something. Haven't made up my mind about that yet. But I think I'm going to add my own monastery. Ah, come on. That was really close. Okay, 4. I need 2 more on wood. And then I need 2 more on wood here. Luckily my stable is a little bit cheaper in terms of wood, because I think otherwise I couldn't even afford it. Okay. No indications of where my enemy could be right now. Don't know if that's a very good wall. Something like that. The distance has been far, so I hope that stuff is going to be ready in time. Maybe I have a little bit of downtime for those. Yeah, it seems like. But it should be fine. Yeah, because now I can make the stable. And then I can go here. And after this one has made the stable, it goes just right here. Still haven't found my enemy. That's a little bit of a shame, because I want to be pressuring with scouts very early on. It seems this could get difficult if I don't know where he is. There he is. Nice. So So he is on the deer. So I need to regroup those. And I might just make a house over here. Because then I already kind of wall this. Now I try to pressure him at the deer and then later on the wood. Why won't they finish these houses? Yeah, can I get another? Oh yeah, he chased this one down, that's very good. He's already going for a second barracks. Is that okay? That is, he wants to go full pike. Then I definitely need the range right now. The question is, do I go skirms here or do I go archers? I think archers are even better because spearmen can still overpower my. I just go archers here. Now I go double range archers. And when I force him into skirms, I can switch back to cavalry later. Get that, and then get out. And I need a blacksmith. I wonder where my enemy is taking gold, by the way. Is taking wood, by the way. I haven't spotted his lumber camp, and usually I think on Atacama the lumber camp happens to be at the outsides. I make a very weird wall over here, but I just want to avoid that I'll be surprised from the other side. Keep the archers for home for now. I will keep the archers at home for now. Only move out when I have fletching. And prioritize production for now. Yeah, that's a lot of spears, that's great. I'm already switching to archers. Yes, now I have 8 on gold, so I can actually sustain archer production. I think now I'm ready to get fletching and move out. Nice. As I can't really find any more kills here, I'll just be going with the archers right now. And it seems like I am even walled. Now I need 14 farms and I can go up. Oh, that's a terrible farm. Yeah. It doesn't matter. 14. And now I'll probably even get a gate. Yeah, they are cheap, but they're still not free. Okay. Yeah, so that was a bit of a weird game, but I think strategically the archer transition was very good. I mean, and it just utilizes the bonuses of Cumans, that I get cheaper stables and ranges. So actually making making a stable first, and then two archery ranges right after that, just in feudal age, saves me 75 wood times 3, so 150, so 225 wood of savings. And then in general, just making a very aggressive build order for a map like that, where my enemy has not even contested the middle wood and can't really make damage anymore, because now I'm on the right unit. And the scum transition would just brilliantly lead over to me adding knights and mangonels, or just maybe even knights on their own. Yes, I'm happy with how this went strategically, and yeah, let's maybe just have a quick look at the replay, because I think mechanically I messed up the build order once again. Actually, that was what I wanted to be more careful with. Shift, this will make me blue, and nice. That's the scout thing that I have. Let's take a look at this. Okay, I have 2 seconds of idle TC. That was because I got housed, and that was because my hotkeys didn't respond. I honestly think that these 2 seconds of idle time are just input lag, and or just any other reason. I mean, I loaded up the game, I selected my town center hotkey, I queued up villages immediately, and then I selected my villages to make a house, and they wouldn't react. So far for the scouting. Found all sheep, found my res. Well, warning, Atacama is actually not as painful as I thought. Like, this is actually very similarly wallable to a couple of open Arabia gens. So it's not even necessarily too open. Okay, I mean, I will have to make a lot of walls, yes, sure. But honestly, some Arabia generations don't require much more walling than this. So far, my idle time didn't increase, so that's what I'm happy with. But then for some reason I couldn't immediately click up. And probably I just forced drop a tad too early. Or I should remember to also, yeah, oh, and maybe it's also the board position here, and I just hope it doesn't get me more than 3 seconds. So 5 seconds idle TC would be acceptable. It's 8. Like, that's just too much. Let's be honest. It would be 6 if I hadn't been housed over here. But it's still too much. It should always be below 5. And this habit actually is working out nicely for myself. I tried it now a couple of times to make the barracks and the house, and then just switch them over. This only lost me a couple of seconds, and now I can drop the stable. So I think this is fine in terms of build order. But it seems I couldn't afford scout and villager production at the same time. So that's what I should be more careful with. Got a second vil kill here though, that's really good, that sets this off, but I'm actually only one vil ahead, as you can see. But score is obviously climbing because I'm exploring a lot with these scouts. And I was still looking for his wood, but he was obviously taking this wood. Oh yes, and now my enemy gets housed. That's also very good for me. Yeah, okay, but I'm working on this. This is fine. Using the mobility here. And now that I know that there are spears just everywhere, like 11 spearmen on the field, I just want to go home because I'll definitely lose these scouts. And yeah, that's where I'm moving out now. Like, it's already 17 minutes, but we're both... I'm actually not too far from Castle Age. We're both not too far from Castle Age, but... let me just think about what could have happened if it had sort of gone on for a little while. Because I don't think at all that I lost this game, that I won this game at this spot. I think if now the Byzantine player decides, if now Karl decides to make an skirmisher switch, well, I definitely do have 4 scouts on the field, which I can bring back into the fight and clear those, and use those with the archers, which makes stuff really hard for Karl. But if he has good micro on spears and archers, I think he can still, on skirms and spears, he can still definitely beat this army. Especially because he can field a lot of trash as it's very cheap. And then if I'm on the way to Castle Age and he has a lot of trash in my face, I think he won't deny these walls anymore, so he won't get in. But I mean, I have a gate here, so he could potentially break that, and I'd also have to invest in fuel a little more. And what do I do in Castle Age? I don't want to go crossbow, I don't really want to go cav archer, I actually want to go cavalry, and this is shut down a little bit by these cheaper camels and cheaper pikemen by Byzantines. So, it's tricky. I think the best unit to go for in this matchup would actually be cav archer. I have 2 rangers already, I just would add a 3rd range and go CA. By the way, do Cumans get fully upgraded CA? I think they're not bad. Thumbring and Parthian tactics, that's good. Oh, I don't get Bracer, that's the problem. So if I go for the Cavalry Archer 9 and get all the upgrades for them, I think it forces me to switch to Kipchak later. Because at least this one... with this special ability kind of offsets the fact that they don't have Bracer. Yeah, something like that. But when I'm on CA, once I get castles, I just make a Kipchak, which should be okay, should be easy. Anyways, that was fun. And then, see you in the next episode.